All right, welcome to Module 9, the 12-volt battery and other technical basics. This is the module where we cover all the practical, everyday stuff that doesn't fit neatly into the other categories. We're talking about that mysterious 12-volt battery that, yes, your electric car still has. We're talking about common error messages and how to troubleshoot them without panicking. This is the module that turns you from a new owner who's still figuring things out into a confident owner who knows how to handle whatever comes up. By the end of this, you're going to understand the technical basics that keep your Tesla running smoothly. And you'll know what to do when the car throws you a warning message. So, let's dive in. All right, let's start with something that confuses a lot of people: the 12-volt battery. You just bought an electric car with a massive battery pack that can power an entire house. So why on earth does it have a little 12-volt battery like a gas car? That's a great question, and here's the answer. The big battery pack, the traction battery, is high voltage. It's anywhere from 350 to 400 volts, depending on your model. That's way too much power for the car's computers, lights, door locks, and all the other small electronics. You can't just plug those directly into a high voltage battery. It would fry everything. So Tesla uses a 12-volt battery to power all the low voltage systems. The screens, the computers, the lights, the locks, the cameras. All of that runs off the 12-volt battery. The high voltage battery charges the 12-volt battery as needed, but the 12-volt battery is actually what powers the accessories. Think of it like this: the big battery is the powerhouse that moves the car. The 12-volt battery is the power source for everything else. Now, here's what you need to know about the 12-volt battery. It can die, just like in a gas car. If the 12-volt battery fails, you're stuck. The car won't turn on, the doors might not unlock, nothing is going to work. The good news is that 12-volt batteries in Teslas last a long time. Most people get 5 to 7 years out of them. Newer Teslas have lithium-ion 12-volt batteries instead of lead acid, and those last even longer, potentially the life of the car. But eventually they do need to be replaced. When the time comes, you'll get a warning on the screen that says 12-volt battery needs service or something similar to that. Don't ignore it. Schedule service with Tesla right away. If the 12-volt battery dies completely, you can't drive the car. Replacing the 12-volt battery is pretty straightforward. Tesla service will do it for you. It costs a couple $100 for the battery and labor. Some people replace it themselves if they're handy, but it's not as easy as replacing the battery in a gas car. You have to access it through the frunk, and you have to be careful not to mess up the electronics. Now, what if your 12-volt battery dies and you're stuck? You can jumpstart it just like a gas car. There are jumpstart terminals in the frunk. You pop the frunk manually using the external release. There's a little cable you pull if the frunk won't open electrically, and then you connect the jumper cables to the terminals. You'll need another car or a portable jump starter. Hook up the cables, give it a few minutes, and the car should power on. Then drive it to a service center or schedule a mobile service immediately because a 12-volt battery is on its way out. One more thing, if your car sits unused for weeks at a time, the 12-volt battery can drain. The car is always using a tiny bit of power to stay connected to the internet and monitor its systems. If it sits for a month, especially in cold weather, the 12-volt battery might not have enough juice to wake up the car. If you're going to leave your car parked for a long time, either keep it plugged in, the car will maintain the 12-volt battery automatically, or disconnect the 12-volt battery entirely. There are instructions in the manual on how to do that. So to recap, yes, your Tesla has a 12-volt battery and it powers all the low voltage accessories. The 12-volt battery is a small thing, but it's important, so don't ignore the warnings about it. Okay, last lesson in this module. Let's talk about error messages and troubleshooting, because at some point your Tesla is going to show you a warning and you're going to panic. But don't panic. Most warnings are not serious, they're just informational, and even the serious ones are usually fixable. Let's go through the most common messages you might see. Camera blocked or blinded. This means that one or more of the cameras can't see properly. Maybe it's dirty, maybe there's snow on it, maybe the sun is just in the wrong position. Clean the cameras with a microfiber cloth, and if it's sunny, just wait. It'll go away once you're not pointed directly at the sun. If the message persists, you might have a faulty camera, so schedule service for that. Reduced regenerative braking. This usually happens when the battery is very cold or very full. It's just protecting the battery, and it'll go away as the battery warms up or as you use some of the charge. It's not a problem, just use your brake pedal more until it clears. 12-volt battery needs service. We just talked about this. Schedule the service immediately. Tire pressure low. One or more of your tires is underinflated. Check the tire pressure screen to see which tire it is and add some air. If the light comes on suddenly and you didn't hit a pothole, you might have a slow leak, so get it checked out. Autopilot or FSD features currently unavailable. This usually means a camera is blocked, a sensor is dirty, or the car needs a reboot. Try cleaning the cameras, and if that doesn't work, restart the car by holding down both scroll wheels on the steering wheel for about 10 seconds. If it's still not working, schedule service. Touchscreen unresponsive or a completely black screen. Don't panic. This happens occasionally. Hold down both scroll wheels on the steering wheel for about 10 to 15 seconds. The screen will go black and then it will reboot. This fixes about 99% of the problems. If the screen is completely dead and won't reboot, you can still drive the car. Everything still works. Brakes, steering, acceleration. You just can't see the screen. Go to a safe place and schedule service. Charge port latch error or unable to charge. Sometimes the charge port gets stuck or it won't latch the connector. Try manually opening and closing the charge port from the touchscreen a few times. Try unplugging and replugging in the cable. Make sure there's no debris or ice in the port. If it still won't charge, try a different charger to see if it's a problem with the port or the charger. If it's the port, schedule service. Schedule service, various messages. Sometimes the car will just tell you to schedule service for a specific issue. Don't ignore these messages. Open the app, schedule service, and describe the problem. Tesla will either send a mobile tech or have you bring in the car. Power reduced, vehicle shutting down. This is a serious one, but it's rare. It means the car has detected a critical issue and needs to shut down to protect itself. Pull over safely, turn off the car, and call Tesla roadside assistance immediately. Don't try to drive it. Now here's a general troubleshooting tip. When in doubt, reboot. Seriously, hold down both scroll wheels, reboot the screen, and see if the problem goes away. Teslas are basically computers, and sometimes computers need to be turned off and on again. It's not a joke, it actually works most of the time. If rebooting doesn't fix it, check the manual. The manual is built into the car. Go to Controls, Service, Owner's Manual, and search for the error message. The manual will tell you what it means and what to do. And if the manual doesn't help, just schedule service. That's what Tesla service is for. Don't try to diagnose major issues yourself unless you really know what you're doing. And one more thing. If you get into an accident or something serious happens, you can request roadside assistance directly from your app. Tesla has 24/7 support. They'll send a tow truck if needed, and they'll help you get to a service center. So to recap, most error messages are not serious. Error messages are annoying, but they're usually not that big of a deal. Just stay calm, troubleshoot, and you'll be fine. All right, that's Module 9. Now you understand the mysterious 12-volt battery and how to troubleshoot common error messages. You've learned how to operate your Tesla, how to charge it, maintain it, drive it safely, customize it, and even avoid the common mistakes. You've learned about software updates, and you have realistic expectations as an owner. So congratulations on completing the new Tesla Owner Bootcamp. You're no longer a confused new Tesla owner standing in your driveway wondering how to turn the car on. You're a confident, knowledgeable Tesla owner ready to enjoy every mile. So now get out there and drive.